Hi guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. This week I'm here with my 29-week pregnancy update. So as you can see, today I got my hair done. So I've got some nice curls. Just to introduce myself, my husband and I are expecting our first baby, a girl, on September 23rd, and I've been documenting my pregnancy journey on YouTube. So if you want to follow along, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and make sure that you've got the bell notification on so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Alright, so for week 29, some of the overall symptoms that I had were being gassy, some cramps that I got, nasal congestion, shortness of breath. I had a runny nose. I was sneezing a lot. I don't know. I think I looked outside and like the grass is tall again. So probably that's got something to do with it, but it just seemed a bit crazy for the middle of July. And then a bit of diarrhea too. No real new symptoms, I would say, except the cramps and the strange amount of sneezing that I had. I started to notice basically right when I turned 29 weeks that I had some cramps. And I think I mentioned in my last update too that I'd had a day or so of, or maybe just one day, where I had cramps and I wasn't really sure like if that's something that could be classified as Braxton Hicks or not. But I did have that, and that was last Wednesday. And so I was feeling like sad because, as I had mentioned in my previous update, my grandpa had passed away, and so I was just feeling sad. And on Saturday, specifically to get into the cramps again I had that day, and like I was quite sore in my pelvic area, shortness of breath that day. And I don't know, like the Braxton Hicks thing, it could be, but I always like have read that it's supposed to be your stomach tightens, right? And I really like haven't noticed that my stomach seems to be tightening with them, so I'm not really sure what to think. But basically that day I was trying to vacuum in the evening, and I started to get like a sore hip, and like the back of my butt was sore when both on the left side, right, when I vacuumed. My husband thinks that like my pelvis is widening, which is probably it. And I've just been noticing like a lot of this pain that I've kind of been complaining about the last few weeks is always like mostly on my left side, like that burning symptom that I've kind of mentioned. And I get it basically every time I wash the dishes, and I think it's because I started to notice like my center of gravity has changed, right? So like obviously like my stomach is moved further away from the sink, so my butt's like sticking further out, and it makes a difference, I guess, because like every time, like without fail, I get like this kind of fiery feeling in my groin basically, and it's like permanently sore too, like on my left. It's gone up even towards like my hip now, really, and it's just like tender. It feels sore. So please, if anyone has experienced that, maybe write down below in the comments, tell me any information that you have on it. Anyway, so I don't know if this was like a continuation of the feeling that I got. It was really sore right after vacuuming or what, but that particular night I slept really, really poorly. I got on my right side what started out kind of like cramps, but then it went more over to my right, like definitely in the groin, and became kind of a, not really pressure, but like a pain, then pressure slash pain. And it was very painful. Like I couldn't lay on my left side at all that night, not even propped up like slightly on my pillow, like partially diagonal. Nothing. I had to completely sleep my entire night on my right side, and at a certain point, like I couldn't handle it anymore. Like it's hard to sleep like the entire night on one side, and I had to sleep on my back. And I also, like, a few times in the night when I woke up, I was like nauseous too. I don't know if it was like from the pain of it, but that sounds a bit excessive. But I definitely know that like I felt nauseous. I could barely get out of bed in the morning because I had such like a strong pain in my like pelvis basically. And I laid low all day, especially in the afternoon. Over the course of the day, my right side started to feel better, but then it kind of went over to my typical left side is sore, but it was like the tender and kind of light burning feeling. So this is definitely something that started to like be a daily occurrence. So like also like now if I touch like the kind of hip even area, pelvis kind of, and it's tender. Then on Monday, 29 weeks and 5 days, I was feeling just sad. I was down and feeling kind of blah. And to add on top of it, I had an earache that came up that afternoon. Luckily it didn't stick around, but like it got pretty bad. So I put some ear drops in my ear, and that morning I actually called labor and delivery, and in Italian they call it sala parto, and they said that I told them about the pain that I was experiencing, and they said they can't actually tell me anything about that pain, like they can't give me a diagnosis unless I come in through the ER. And I'm like, well, do you think that this is something that like requires an emergency visit? And she was like, I can't say. And I'm like, that seems kind of like excessive to me, because they'd give me like a white card, probably I'd be there flipping for like all day, like. And I told my husband that, and he's like, just go to the normal doctor. And this is all because like I didn't get this sorted out at the OB. And then yesterday, 29 weeks and 6 days, again with the stuffy nose, also even right now, like, I don't know, it's the grains, it's my allergies, but it is annoying because I don't want to feel like I have allergies in the middle of July. Anyway, yeah, overall, honestly, it was a quiet week. Nothing super crazy happened. I am trying to just take it more easy. I'm trying to, not combine cleaning and exercise in the same day. Not only am I, like, I still feel overall good, except if I have issues, like, with the pelvic pain. But I'm trying to just make sure that I follow the doctor's orders, which was to rest a bit. And, yeah, basically, that was it. We've not yet managed to go to the local Leroy Merlin store, like a French brand. My husband always kind of makes fun of me because I always by accident just say Leroy Merlin, and he's like, no, it's the French store. You have to go like Leroy Merlin. So I'm like, oh, okay. Because we wanted to go there just to find maybe like a mirror for the baby's room, but my husband hasn't been able to take off a day yet to do that. He wanted to last Friday, but he had 2 other people that were already off, so hopefully soon we can go there, maybe find like some lights and stuff. And anyway, that's basically our plan for now. I did manage to get some soothers yesterday at the grocery store. We got this week some bottles. There was like a deal on the Philips Avent, like a 4-pack of bottles and a brush and a soother. So I think now we have enough soothers and bottles. We should be good for now. And I got this like koala care baby wrap. As I learned in the prenatal course that like the soft wraps are the best, especially with the newborns, because like they can't really keep their head up, so they can keep their head kind of tucked in there nicely. So got that. And yeah, basically those were our purchases this week. So slowly getting more stuff. So yeah, that was basically the week. So now I will show you my 29-week bump. Here we go. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I give a like to the video if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye!